All right, so first off, we have the Florida maple, or otherwise known as southern sugar maple, I think. It is far more dense, smaller leaves than the sugar maple, and has supposedly smaller seeds. For the whole seed part. And then here's the sugar maple. Leaves are generally bigger. They're more spaced out. You see how branched that is? Not a bunch of stuff on top of it. Compare that to this. It's a lot more dense on the Florida. And sugar maple supposedly has bigger seeds, but that's going to be a hard one to keep around. We'll just look at the branching there for later in the semester. Far more wild and dense branching on the Florida. Very hairy. You can see that white on top. And really smooth on the sugar. Smooth like sugar, I guess we can go with. Versus the hairy Florida. All right, so then we got red maple. This is the trilobe one. Also smooth. And this one, the one at the Arboretum, I didn't see any red. I want to call this a petiole. That might be the wrong word for it. Anyway, this is the red maple trilobe. And then also right now, the chalk maple has its seeds. A bit more dense, like the Florida maple. Yellowish underside, so that still looks green, right? It's kind of hard. It looks a little bit more yellow in real life, but it has more yellow than, well, that's not good because this is lighter anyway. Anyway, that one's a hard one. Let's just compare the two. Chalk appears to be darker. We'll see if that's a true distinguisher. More like a duck print, I would say. See that? The kind of toes go out. And more equal versus the front lobe of the red maple trilobe. Sticks out much farther. So this to me looks more like a duck print. And also has its seeds right now. I wouldn't say there's much difference on these sticks, not that I can see. We'll get a close-up shot of that though for later in the semester. Take note of the little specks on it. That might be something useful. The gas exchange, little speck parts. Appears on this sample at least, it has less of those little specks. And then finally, we have silver maple. Very cut into leaves. What else to say it? Much different buds too. Look at that. Look at all those little, very dense and clustered leaves at the end of the branches. Look how pretty those buds are too. And then it also appears to be far more denser, as you would expect, because it all comes from one big bud point. I'd imagine all these are kind of separate leaves. We'll see though what he says. The stick is a solid stick versus these little flimsy ones, right? And all these other guys, because of all that dense leaf budding. And then also, if we look at it, this one's the easiest to find in the Arboretum, although it doesn't have its tag. It's by the road where all this dug up area. There's a little parking lot. It makes all these little shoots off of it, which to me is really different than the others, and you can see that. So on these new shoots, you don't see that that dense budding as much. But this one actually has the red, this is the first one today, at least I've noticed the red sticks on, the red leaf sticks, petioles. There's a shot of that new growth. What else to say about it? You can see that kind of pattern goes up, those little shoots on it. It is also the sunniest tree here. It's on his planting point, right? Yeah, you can see those branches generally stay a lot denser, stay on one solid stick, and then put a bunch of shoots off of that one point instead of making lots of little sticks like the other species. I would say that's it for now.